Okay, let's see over here. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully we can just get this through. Get some people logging in. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're gonna just do a compilation. There's a couple channels here that they have good videos. It's very hard to just find some of these compilations. I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below. You guys want to watch the Arena content creator. We're gonna react first to the dummies celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. Then we're gonna go the aftermath as well. There's a multiple videos, so we're gonna go one by one. Just want to let you guys know. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like. My channel is super chatterban. You guys have no idea how chatterban I am. Charlie Kirk's. There we go. Okay, so let's just start. Let's go.
I am sad, distraught. In fact, I just cried on my live stream in front of 250,000 people.
Dean, you know a bunch of us have access to your Discord, right? Where I just want to point out that at the same time you were feeling sad and upset and crying in front of 250,000 people, you were also running a poll in your Discord about whether or not Charlie Kirk deserved to die. Which, hey, the poll's still going, but it's looking like your audience thinks he did. They think he deserved to die, and you gave them a chance to answer that because you set up a poll in Discord for them. That's what you were doing behind the scenes while you were crying on live. You know, while you were acting like this upset you, you were making a joke about it in your Discord.
That's crazy.
You were making something funny out of it. You were trying to find a way to make content. I mean, dude, like, what kind of person is crying on live stream in front of 250,000 people, which, stop. You didn't have 250,000 people. But even if you did, crying in front of them while making a joke about it on your private Discord. Yeah, see, dude, a bunch of us have access to that. So while you're on here doing your little performative bullshit, yeah, we can all see what you really think.
Yeah, when I saw this video of Dean Withers putting on a sad face and talking about how sad he is and, you know, bringing up the fake tears, I really didn't believe him. I don't believe majority of these people who are now coming out on X saying how sorry they are what happened. I'm sure in secret all of them are celebrating and laughing, but of course a lot of them have to save face and they're trying to show as if they're a good person when they're really not.
No, they're not. They're just pretending now. I think it's because it gets real. When things like this happen, it just simply gets real. That's what it is. See this dumbass.
You support a shooter?
Yep, sure do. It's for you.
You support
Damn, bro. Imagine a Republican saying something like this.
Charlie Kirk shooter?
Sure do. He does all a favor.
Would you shoot somebody like Charlie Kirk?
I would myself.
You would have killed him yourself.
Whoa.
Okay. Do you have a job here in Seattle?
Nope. I take that for a living.
A few moments later.
Oh, so you Trump supporters want to call my mom and threaten my mom? Oh, yeah. That's why I called the police on you. And I'm reporting you for doxing and harassment. You're going to fucking prison, buddy. That's a federal charge. You're really going to call my mom and threaten her on the phone? Yeah. Okay. I don't want to bring the police in this because I hate the police. but now I'm going to. I have all the receipts.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact the police, but I hate the police at the same time. These people have no sense of reality. These people are dumb as hell, man.
Fucked. You are fucked. They can trace your phone calls. You called my mom and said you're gonna kill her? Okay, wait till I get home. I dare you, double dog dare you, to show up to my house. I will kill you my fucking self.
Whoa.
Don't ever threaten my mom out like that, bitch. Fuck you, Trump supporters. You guys are pussies. You guys are gonna dox my mom? Oh, you got me fucked up now. I'm pissed. Oh, you thought I was being nice now. I'm about to fly around and fuck you guys up.
Yo, this dude really calling for it. Again, you guys want to hear the original content creation, you can go to the link.
About you. They will laugh at you.
Wow. Did you see
that?
This Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Whoa.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow. That's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it. Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it.
Oh, wow.
That's how I feel at this point in time.
Defund these institutions, guys. We need to defund these institutions. We have to defund them. I mean, we cannot keep playing this game of let's just go there and try to change mind. At this point, we have to just play hardball, guys. We have to play hardball. We have to defund them completely. Completely. This is not good. Think about this. How is this creating a good society? I can't see it. I can't see it.
But
yeah, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes.
I
Try
guess
not
so.
to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was
Damn, bro.
ended, so.
I really want to be surprised, but then I'm really not. This is the type of behavior I expected from these people. I didn't expect anything less. I didn't expect to see them crying. I didn't expect to see them lending a hand of sympathy. I expected this to happen, but then I am also surprised that it is happening. If this doesn't change people's perspective on things, I don't know what will. These people do not care about you, but it is still surprising to...
Yeah, they don't care. They don't give a damn about you. That's for sure. These people are just disgusting. Yo, you guys saw this one? Did you guys saw this one? This one is crazy. They were celebrating. Yeah, they were celebrating.
Go to
They were celebrating
have
his death.
somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
You would think the person that they're...
Yeah, that was crazy in TMC. It's insane, man. Whatever Saturday you can see a guy filming himself by the tent stealing the hat. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, man. That is sad. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Honestly, though,
no sense of humanity, man. There's people have no sense of dignity. It's crazy.
fine with themselves.
Leftists celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. Watch this.
Bye, Charlie Kirk. Like you said, people getting shot and killed for the Second Amendment is so worth it. I never thought we'd agree on anything. Bye.
What an idiot.
By the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights. Congratulations to Charlie Kirk for becoming the new poster child for gun awareness
Wow.
and violence.
Wow, what?
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
Wow, look
These
at
people
that.
are absolutely despicable. Remember, this is the same side that's telling you they're about doing the right thing and about being virtuous and about supporting people and about doing the right thing. These people are disgusting. They're not saying, hey, praying for him, hope he recovers. No, they're cheering the fact that a man was out speaking to a crowd in public, got shot in the neck, and blood was spurting out of his neck like it was a water hose. And they're cheering it on. These people are disgusting. It hasn't even been 2 hours. Absolutely disgusting. And I have some more things I want to say, but I want to wait to get confirmation on who this shooter was so we learn more about their intentions and why they did what they did. But these people saying these things, disgusting. Now, don't forget, it's interesting because the same thing almost happened to Donald Trump. So again, I want to wait for more details to come out before I say much more, but it's interesting how all this dramatic high-level violence is happening against people on the right and not the left. That's just an observation that I've noticed.
I just watched the close-up video of Charlie Kirk getting pewed in the neck. No fucking way he survives. So you know what?
Man, when you hear stuff like this, and then all of a sudden you hear like Andrew Tate talking about this, it gets to a point. You get to a point that, man, there has to be some kind of. So this is where he talks about, in order for us to have a free speech, there has to be a common understanding of reality. And clearly, these folks are not in that same position that we are. So where do we go from here?
But wait, there's more. Look at this guy here. Read the sign. Here, let me zoom in a bit. Hold on. This is probably better. There's that. But wait, there's more.
Absolutely tragic news on the Charlie Kirk front. Apparently, he was doing one of his talks when a shot rang out through the crowd. And apparently, he got hit in the neck. How devastating. Now, of course, after hearing news like this, some form of memoriam is expected. So, in honor of his noble sacrifice, I am going to be getting absolutely blitzed tonight. Who's with me?
Again, this is the same side that claims they're morally superior than everybody else. The same side who preaches empathy. These people are hypocrites, and they're disgusting. This event is showing us exactly who they are. And we're not making this up. They're coming out and posting the videos themselves. And here's what I would say. This is how the Democrats' messaging gets people to react. Because a lot of the Democrats' messaging, it's not about attacking the point you're making. They attack the person. They call them a demon. They call them hypocrite.
They humanize them.
Horrible, racist, bigoted, homophobic. They demonize their opponents to the point where people feel happy if a 31-year-old is shot in the neck and killed in broad daylight because they politically disagreed with him. Again, these individuals saying these things are absolutely disgusting human beings. Pay attention, these videos are popping up all over the internet. I want people to see the reality of what we're dealing with.
Charlie getting...
There are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Now, here's the thing. What is constitute as a bad person in their world? See, that's the question. What constitute a bad person in their world? Simple. You just simply disagree with them. But for us, a bad person is simply those that make harm to others. Simple as that, right? Somebody that does harm to others. Now, the question that we have is, do we continue like this? We can say yes. We can save the Republic. We can save the Western world. But at what cost? Because clearly these people are not in the same frame. I mean, these people are just, look at that. She looks like a demon. You cannot tell me she doesn't look like a demon. And we're supposed to sit down with these folks and just try to bring them at least to the center. These people are gone, guys. It happens to be that millennials and Gen Z are way, way, way more acceptable for political violence.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
And these are communists and Marxists.
Well, breaking fucking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at one of the Fanta-Fascist's favorite 5-mile-wide mouthpieces, Charles Chucklefuck Kirk.
Look at them. Look at them. That's crazy, man.
Hi, Donald. Thought I would check in after, today's activities. Charlie Kirk? I mean, he himself said a couple of deaths here and there aren't so bad to keep our Second Amendment right. And then later,
look at her teeth.
Another school shooting.
Ugh.
Another one. Hey, by the way, I'm wearing a shirt just for you. So
Yeah,
I
look at
thought
her.
maybe you should think about gun violence. I bet if you ask Charlie now,
Fucking A. This is crazy stuff, guys.
if he thought a few deaths so that everybody got to keep their Second Amendment rights was okay by him, I think he'd probably say, as long as it wasn't me. Guess he shouldn't have manifested that shit.
Sandwich.
He definitely manifested it. So, Donald, about that gun violence. How many times have I made a TikTok after a violent gun shooting? I know there have been at least a few, Donald. Yeah, at least a few.
You think these people are ready? Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's talk in cold here. You think these people are ready for pew pew? You think these people are really ready for pew pew? But they're not ready for it because they're delusional. But at the same time, they're calling for it, which make no sense. They really think things cannot escalate to a moment of of seriousness. My goodness.
I wonder if he was just born a criminal and that's why he shot. That's
Charlie Kirk, a criminal. You see what I'm saying? These people we're not in the same world. They're using rhetoric with emotions behind it, but they mean nothing. These words mean nothing when you put them in context. Criminal. Charlie Kirk, a criminal?
he shot Charlie Kirk.
It's very funny how the group of people who...
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. It's insane, man. Insane. I just don't.
Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but that's how you pick up a woman. Oh no.
People really need to...
Whoa, that's some crazy stuff. I don't know what's up with that. I'm missing this dude's videos because he's the only one that has compilations
Charlie
about
Kirk,
this.
You're in the lower fucking room, bitch. Oh, fucking
Fuck.
finally. You bitches starting to move and shake, fucking shake, bitch. It's sitting your real fucking shooter. Stop sitting. Y'all gonna sit in damn. Oh, thank you.
See, they're
And
too
then people
comfortable
talk
at this
some
point.
words can't hurt you. That's why we're in a situation now, because y'all still think that. If words couldn't change and alter how you think, why the fuck are there motivational speakers? They're literally motivational speakers for evil. That's what the.
Yes, we can. You can fire 50% of the country. Yes, we can. If their job are stupid, we don't need them.
Fuck they are. Start shutting them the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's time to shut the fuck up. Shut this shit the fuck up. And y'all have this big fucking MAGA rally with your MAGA hats on. Yeah, this is what the fuck is gonna happen to you if y'all.
Okay, there you go. That's a
up.
threat right there. See, that's a threat.
They're done. They finally starting to move and finally starting to shake, and sending their real hitters out. Cause you can't make no shot like that off of practicing at the gun range. I'll tell you that much.
I'm already seeing some of y'all do it. That moral standpoint of, oh, I don't care how you feel politically. Nobody deserves to. Wrong. Some people do deserve to. He was a demon. Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all pretend to feel sad when a karmically deserved outcome hits someone who is evil? I don't get it. I don't understand. Oh, he had a family. He had a You know who else had families? Every single victim of the mass shootings that he's repeatedly defended. The school shootings. The children of mass...
And how do you get... Where this morality is coming from? I mean, where's the morality coming from when you... Like, morality comes from a place that we can understand that something clearly is not right based on a belief system. Where are these people getting this morality from?
Shootings that he's excused, said essentially they're just collateral. Oh, he has kids, he has daughter. You know what he said about his daughter? He said that he would force his daughter to give birth to the results of an assault if she got pregnant from it, and force her, even if she wanted to get rid of it. He would force her. They were gonna hate him later anyway. Got obliterated by a fellow white man. White on white crime, first of all. He passed doing what he loved, which was arguing with teenagers and scapegoating gang violence. So
that's so stupid. Teenager, they're a bunch of adults. See, I'm gonna leave it there.
I'm sick of some of y'all. I'm sick of this respectability thing that we're all just trying to get up. He was a demon. I'm glad it happened. I got giddy reading it. This idea that we need to be civil in the current American political landscape, laughable. It's laughable.
There we go. They're calling for it. Yeah, they're calling for it. They just simply calling for it. This is so dangerous. They have no idea what they're waiting. I mean, these people have no idea, man.
And I will say this with my whole entire chest. There are some people on this app that are sitting there saying, oh, you shouldn't wish death upon any person, no matter what side they're on. Fuck that. Fuck that. Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi. He was a fucking Nazi. And you know
not even
what
close.
Kind of Nazi is the best Nazi? A dead one. Thank God that shit stain of a person is no longer in this world, and may his hell be being confronted by every single marginalized person that he hurt. That is what is fucking wrong.
Click the like button, guys.
A bad person
click the like button. That helps the algorithm.
Should not be in this world. So fuck that Nazi and have a great day.
Yeah, everybody
that basically everybody that just simply, as these people, you cannot reason with these folks, man.
Unintelligent person.
I swear I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about this news. I'm not happy about this news. It's so unfortunate. Can I just send a message to this? Great idea, wrong target.
There we go, I guess.
No, but seriously, we're gonna be serious. It's so unfortunate when bad things happen to bad people. Who would have thought the man that made it his whole personality to hate on everybody that didn't look like him and have his same gender, that other people would want to... Y'all see that Trump said that we're gonna have to pray?
Yo, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Slaves that they did for... No, but seriously, Charlie Kirk, shots and prayers.
Let this be a lesson to all those other conservative freaks.
Yeah, and imagine these people just getting power. Imagine, just put yourself in this situation. Imagine these folks getting themselves in power. Just imagine for a second. Exactly, that's what's going to happen. This is how they feel even without power.
Those little weirdos with podcasts. Just know your necks are on the line. Your necks. No. Your necks. Hello? Bitch, did you hear Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck? Actually, no, I'm listening to Man Down by Rihanna.
What the hell?
State of the world getting so bad, I'm gagging over any fucking thing these days. So, apparently at Utah Valley University, Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Bitch, I don't even know what to fucking say to that one. Except, you got me fucking gagging.
Make no mistake, these people are not...
Yeah, these people are ready to just take power and force power up on us easily. And people need to wake the hell up, man. People think this the political game is... The political arena is a game. Somehow I see people just... At this point, when you see people voting for the Democratic Party or any lefty lunatic, it's like, do you have any idea what politics is, man? Where do you live? And you know what's crazy? I was talking with my parents and some boomers, and they're so naive about this, man. They're clearly so naive about this. It's insane. They have no idea that Charlie even passed away. And I can guarantee you, these are the people that are simply just voting for these dummies.
For the kids who are getting bombed in Palestine. Save your sympathy for the people who are getting thrown in the concentration camps right now. Save your fucking sympathy for the people getting deported right now for no reason.
Of course, there's no reason.
Save your sympathy for those people and not an evil man who has done nothing but harm other people and be a Nazi.
Of course.
Why are you empathizing and sympathizing with him? I don't care that he was a person. He wasn't to me. He was a Nazi.
Bah.
And if that doesn't make me a leftist because I think he's better off gone, so fucking be it. So fucking be it.
Okay.
A lot of y'all like to talk a big talk, but then when someone finally walks the walk, y'all are like, this is so bad. This is so bad. Shut the fuck up. Take your fake ass moral views and get the fuck out of it.
Charlie Kirk is dead. And while I do think
remember
he's
her?
caused immense harm with his political...
Yo, you remember her, right? You remember her. She's the one that went to whatever podcast. It got destroyed by Andrew Wilson, but she has something to say, I guess.
His assassination does genuinely worry me for 3 reasons. Number 1, Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump are very close. And to see his 31-year-old sort of sidekick protege assassinated has got to be one of the most insane things to happen. The second reason is that I'm worried this is going to spark a wave of retaliation. As an activist on the left in Chicago, I do worry about myself or some of the people that I've worked with being targeted. And the third thing is that in the midst of all of this political turmoil, many experts have warned about the rising possibility of a conflict. I doubt that they're going to be like, oh shoot, maybe we shouldn't go down the far right pipeline anymore. I think they're going to double down, and this does genuinely scare me. I think that he said a lot of stupid shit, but assassinating him is different from assassinating Brian Thompson, who had a huge role in a lot of people's deaths. And with tensions already so high, this is definitely going to set off a lot of backlash and cause even further division. It concerns me the number of people cheering on this act of political violence, because what if it's somebody on the left next? It very well could be.
So basically you begin...
Yeah, so basically now this is something that a lot of people already said for years, for months, but when it happens, now you kind of worry. I don't believe you. I mean, she might be right. I don't know, but I don't believe her. They're simple because the problem with the left is that they're simply just trying to put their will into you. When it comes down to these ideas, they're not willing to even debate them. There you go. Like these people, they'll even shoot their own. What happened in Minnesota, by the way, was a crazy lefty. The 2 lawmakers that voted against Medicare for illegal immigrants, the person that committed the crime was a transformer, lefty. You cannot reason with these people.
He was shot because our co-workers of color are being incarcerated and sent back to their country for no reason. He was shot because we don't have health care. We are so mad up to the point that we're actually starting to take pew-pews and take them to politicians. And honestly,
these are Marxists. Remember, these are Marxist communists.
I feel like there's other ways,
so they're okay with this.
We can have a discussion without having to bring out the pew pew. But we have tried. We've done peaceful protesting. We've wrote into the government.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
No, these red-sided people don't care. So what do you think we're gonna do? The red-colored people are like, he was such a good person. Why did he get shot? If you've seen the video on Twitter, please listen to the last 10 seconds of what he said before he went. And if you, honestly, y'all, he had it coming. I'm so sorry.
This is but I'm gonna say it with my whole chest, and I'm not gonna apologize for it, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
You're not gonna apologize?
I've talked about this before. I'll talk about it till I die. I was a nurse during COVID in 2020, and I witnessed and watched an entire nation deny that our vulnerable population was at risk and dying by the fucking droves. Not even just the at-risk, like anybody and everybody was dying. And I watched the whole country say, not my problem, not my problem. I can't handle that, not my problem.
What about if you clean up your hair? I think that would be a good start. I mean, listen, do you see how these people just, somehow we're talking about COVID, somehow, guys. I don't even know how we're talking about this, but the fact that she even bringing this conversation means that they have no argument. They have to justify it. Their arguments basically justified because of COVID. That's the word. That's where we at right now. Just because of COVID, just because of 2016, just because of January. You know what? I mean, and listen to the Democrats. The Democrats basically what they're doing is they're doubling very subtle. They're kind of doubling down very subtly. They're not condoning it. They're not saying, you know what, hey, I'm not okay with this. We need to bring peace. Now they're saying like, hey, we cannot control people. We cannot simply control people. If people want to do whatever the hell they want to do, that's their problem. But that's not our problem. So basically saying that it's okay. They're basically saying it's okay.
So I don't feel guilty for people anymore, and I don't think that like death absolves you for anything. So when I say Charlie Kirk is dead, ha! You live a hateful life, you get a hateful ending. Point blank, period. I don't feel sorry for you. You're not getting my thoughts and prayers. You're getting my ha-has. Sorry. Oh my gosh, he got shot and killed. That dude literally is a rage baiter. You baited it, babe. Oh my.
What did I say is wrong? You say I don't have no argument. What do you mean I didn't have any argument? Tell me what I did wrong. What I said wrong. Tell me in the comment section.
No, he doesn't. He's protecting families. He hates women.
Yeah, I had no argument. Tell me what I said it was not an argument.
Prayers, rest in peace, Angel.
What I want to say about Charlie.
The question is I'm gonna open this conversation. Let me ask you, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. It was okay. Is it okay to assassinate a conservative member of the political aisle? You think it's okay? That's part of paranoia agent. Let me know. Because at this point, I would like to know before you even move forward to have any arguments with you.
I had numerous disagreements. I'm a woman who's married to a woman.
Don't give a damn. Don't care. Don't care. Don't want to hear this. I want to hear the top G. Sometimes you have to be careful who you listen
to stop.
Yeah, the left has to stop.
Pretending you're not at war in the middle of a war.
No. That's not the question. The question is, why do we have to mourn him? Tell me, is it okay or was justified the assassination of Charlie Kirk? Let's just start there. Before we even move forward, let's just start there.
Doesn't change the reality. It doesn't make the violence go away. It just makes you more likely to die. You're at war whether you fight back or not. And there will come a time where you lament your cowardice. Because when the war was winnable, you denied it was even going on.
Yep, that's a good point.
Oh, no, it's not a war. No, we don't need a war. It's not a war. We're just losing all of our land and freedom and sovereignty and lives. Yeah, that's not a war. Definitely not. Heaven forbid they were to come and take over your country and control every aspect of what you do and tell you what to say and think. You're denying reality because you're afraid. And when you're afraid of fighting, you want to pretend there's not going to be a fight. You know, that guy gets in your face, he's going to swing. Oh, maybe if I just don't hit him and I just stay here nicely, he won't hit me. It's not a movie, unfortunately. It's not the way the world works.
Yes, correct.
You know, if a weaker animal...
No. You're not answering the question, paranoid agent. Assassinations are bad. No. Let's just go back to the argument again. Is the assassination of Charlie Kirk justified? Yes or no? If you don't answer, I have to just kick you out of the chat.
The predators for said prey have no more mercy than they would normally have. They're no nicer, no more forgiving. In fact, when you have absolutely no weapons or no will to defend yourself, they feast and they kill at random. They kill more than they need because they don't fear repercussion.
Exactly.
And then you go extinct. And then the people who exterminated you write the history books and talk about how you deserved it and how it was all.
No, it's not justified, obviously. You say, okay, so it's not justified. Okay, based on that, there's no other argument. That's it. That's the end of the debate. However you feel about the guy, whether you disagree with him or not, this kind of action should not happen in either side. But it's only one side that's creating these actions. But the problem is that it's not that one side creating the action. It's that side that's creating the action. The people from that side, they're not stopping it. What I have seen from the Democratic Party, a lot of these leftists, and we've seen so far in a lot of these videos, they're okay with it. And they had no repercussion. But we're going to see that a lot of them got fired. That's the problem.
All your own
That's
fault.
the end of the argument.
They
That's
didn't
it.
exterminate you. You just suck. And you asked for it. So you don't even get a happy footnote in history. You just vanish. Conquered. Vanquished. As permanently forgotten. Seldom mentioned. And illy discussed losers.
Damn, that's true. That's where we are right now. Yeah, let's go here. This is second video here.
Kirk's dead. Good. He was a right-wing extremist.
You know that apart from dedicating his life to freedom of speech and open debate over violence and often risking his life to do so, Charlie Kirk achieved more than most people do in their entire lifetimes by the age of 31 and created one of the most influential political organizations in the United States. What have you done?
I'm part of the resistance.
Do you support his death?
I do.
You support his death?
Fuck Charlie Kirk.
You support
Yeah, at that point, at that point, I just want to see somebody in the chat that just bring me into reality. How is this okay? I mean, at this point, you're calling for the devil, man. It's not the same calling the devil that see him coming just knocking at your door. It's not the same, guys. It's not the same. These two dummies are saying they're okay.
Yes, I do.
On the day he died, you're here at a vigil for Charlie Kirk and you support his death.
Do you support a Nazi?
No, I don't support a Nazi. Charlie Kirk wasn't a Nazi.
A
Nazi.
You support his shooter?
Yep, sure do.
There
You
you go.
support Charlie Kirk's shooter?
Sure do. He does all a favor.
Would you shoot somebody like Charlie Kirk?
I would have killed him myself.
You would have killed him yourself.
That's
Again,
crazy
these are the
stuff,
type
man.
of people that we're dealing with. And I want you to think about this because this is a clear example of someone who's been radicalized by the left's rhetoric, who is constantly saying that people on the right are Nazis. The left, Democrats. Consistently. Elon's a Nazi. Trump's a Nazi. Charlie Kirk is a Nazi. They trivialize
I'm a Nazi too, based on these individuals. I'm a Nazi too.
What it actually meant and what it means to be a Nazi.
I say these people are spiritually oppressed. Let's pray for them. Yeah, I'll pray for them. You're right. That's the correct approach. However, I'm not gonna allow them to just do harm to my family. That ain't gonna happen, man. And I'm not gonna do the hippie stuff. We need to get into the ground. We need to go to the ground. We need to just be in these political spaces. We need to push back. We cannot keep playing let's just play the political game stuff. Because this is what happened. I've been following this politics stuff for quite a while. And right wingers, the right side of the political aisle, has basically done nothing. They're not done nothing. They just you got Trump almost arrested, almost assassinated, and nothing happened. We're still we still playing this passive aggressive thing with this environment. I'm telling you, man, if this happened like 10 years ago, a civil war would already broke up. I'm telling you right now. Like when you see how even in our own country, when 1861, when the South went to just take the federal out of the port, they didn't discuss it. They just went at it, and then the North had just retaliated and just attacked them right after. They didn't have all this back and forward. I'm not saying that's okay, but it just show you the mindset of the American right wing today. Very passive, they want to play this. No, we had to get into these campuses. We need to support these people. I'm further right than you and Charlie, and he was a traitor. I'm not going to talk about Israel and all that stuff. I don't think that you're more right wing than I am. I can guarantee you that. Lord, hear us. Lord, I pray that you show mercy to these people who are spiritually confused. I pray that they hear you and see you. I pray that you see the good thing they did. Amen. Jesus. Yeah, at the same time, Jesus won. That's fine. You have to pray, but at the same time, we need to create action as well. God only helps those that want to be helped, man. God only helps those that want to help themselves. I'm sorry. We need to take action. We cannot simply just allow God to do the work. We need to do work as well.
And they smear their political enemies. They demonize them. They don't just disagree with their political enemies. They make them out to be evil people. They tell people they're Nazis, they're Hitler, they're racist, they're bigots, they want to commit genocide. They tell their people this. And when their people just smear lies, they don't check them. And the same people that want to come out and say violence isn't acceptable are the same ones that have been allowing these people to get radicalized by calling Trump, Elon, and people on the right Nazis, and not condemning their own side when their own side is calling people Nazis when they're nothing close to a Nazi at all. The Nazis slaughtered 6 million people.
Click the like button. Help the channel.
Because of their bloodline or their race, however you want to put it. They wanted to remove an entire race of people. That is nothing like anything on the right today. But there are people that believe these people on the right are Nazis. That is because the left's rhetoric is inaccurate and dangerous. It emotionally manipulates people into thinking their political enemies are Hitler. It's absolutely disgusting.
That's crazy.
This is a prime example of that.
The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is fucking
What the
weird.
hell am I
There seems to be
watching?
this weird emphasis on taking the moral high ground and that you are somehow a better person if you're like, I feel bad for his family. This is the world he wanted and the world he was building. This is a white supremacist who wanted both of us dead. He was shot in the middle of saying something.
He never said that. He never said that. Charlie Kirk never said that. That is such a lie. That's straight up lie. He never said that.
Phobic about trans people, and yet you want to have sympathy for him. You don't have to like violence, but I'm confused as to how you thought the revolution was going to be magically bloodless. Where is this sympathy for Palestinians, for the Sudanese people, for the Congolese, for the black people in America that are killed at the hands of police violence?
This is literally white supremacy talking point right here. It's literally white supremacist talk.
Black trans women that are being murdered for simply existing. Why does this sympathy extend to a white supremacist, but not to the communities that actually need your care? I think that people are afraid they're going to lose a part of their humanity if they don't have sympathy for somebody who is a victim of gun violence, when in reality, you're losing your humanity by allowing fascists to define your sympathy for you. While you're busy having a moral dilemma, they win. I think it's admirable to want to find the best in people and to want to continue to have sympathy for those who experience something tragic. This is the world that man wanted to live in, and while he's dead, there's a lot of folks that need that care and sympathy that are still alive.
Another man telling us his stupid opinion because of the fact that Charlie...
Yeah, I don't know if that's Michael. I mean, it is what it is with these folks, man. That was weird.
And until I see the Republican Party give a shit about kids being safe in schools and gun violence in schools and in communities, I don't give a rat's
like the stream, guys. Click the like button.
Being unalive today. I'm sorry. Yes, I do reckon myself to be a damn good person. But Charlie Kirk was taking this country backwards. Now, would I have wished for this to happen? Hell no. But don't ask me to send thoughts and prayers to him and his family.
Yeah, that bot is just a disqualified. You're disqualifying yourself.
When he was promoting hatred and separation and division in this country. I don't give a damn.
A study links artificial sweeteners to faster cognitive decline, memory loss, and brain aging. Hi, I'd like to order 70,000 cases of Diet Coke to be shipped directly to the White House. Yes, to President Donald J. Trump. Thank you.
Yeah, we really need...
I don't even know how that's funny. I guess the Chinese bot are telling her, yes, yeah, be dumb, I guess. I don't know how that was funny, guys. I don't know.
Why are we cheering for someone getting shot? Like, no matter what political beliefs are, we should not be cheering that someone got shot. He has a family. We do. I value everyone.
No, we're not the problem. No. You are the problem, my guy. No, you're the problem. See, you're not seeing this. See, you're not seeing this correctly. There's a spiritual battle. You have to understand there's a spiritual battle. That's why you see a lot of these people with no type of remorse, nothing. These people are spiritually empty. I would just go beyond that. These people are demons in it. You don't want the spiritual talk. I understand that. I really do. But at some point, you have to realize that the metaphysic aspect of this is something true. It's something true. It might take you some time to understand it. I completely understand. But if you don't get that side of your life straight up, with this political situation, you're not gonna understand it. You're not gonna fix anything. We're gonna just go in here. We're gonna just spin in a wheel. You know what I'm saying? So the spiritual aspect of this do matter. If another religion comes in and we have no religion of Christianity at all, that next religion is gonna substitute our current culture, and then doesn't matter what we discuss here. We're gonna be conquered, and they always start with culture and religion, my guy.
Beliefs, but we should not be cheering as a class that someone got shot. He has a family. He has a family. He has a family. Yes, and who shot them? A transgender person. Yes, it doesn't matter. You should not be cheering that someone got shot.
That's crazy. Fuck that.
What do you mean? Yes. You should not be cheering that someone got shot.
All these videos are showing.
Yeah, I mean, if I knew my daughter was doing that, man, oof, I'm telling you, bro. Like, this is disgusting. Stop sending your kids to college. I don't know why they do that. Spirituality is great. Go back to our indigenous spiritual system. Christianity is why we're getting conquered. Why? I'm praying for your enemies, and that way you move forward without hate, man. You can. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than just making decisions with hate in your heart, man. I understand. I'm mad. I understand. I can be mad, but I cannot make the right decision when I'm just fueled with hate, man. I can't. It can eat me. You play Mortal Kombat. Do you play Mortal Kombat? You know what happens with Raiden and Mortal Kombat 11? He became what he hated. That's why they had to just go back. He wanted to destroy Shinnok, but he became way too greedy, man. And he became bad. At the end of the day, he became the bad person.
News.
Can't do that, man.
Please let the rumors be true. Let the gossip be reality. Please.
Guys, it happened. He got a
Yeah, do you think these people have love on them? Do you think these people have a spiritual healthiness? They don't. Look at that. They look like demons, man. They look like demons. These people are not okay spiritually.
Oh my god, this is literally like, I swear to God, the equivalent of like the big beautiful obituary. Like, we're so close. We're this fucking close. I swear we're this close. That is for sure.
Yeah, these people, I don't know, man.
Tonight. I can't believe this. Whoever did it, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah,
so much.
Crazy stuff, man.
They finally did it for the sake of humanity.
Sake of humanity.
So fucking much. Thank you.
They really think they're
dead? Fucking shit.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. To everyone saying that it was such a senseless, violent act. I want you to remind yourself that it was God's plan. I mean, really, it was actually his fault because, like, he should have been wearing, like, a bulletproof neck brace or something. Like, I cannot believe he walked out the house without it. I mean, really, you have to be aware of what you're...
Trump hasn't deported you yet? I better call ICE. Yo, call ICE. Just call it. Dummy.
wearing in public so that, like, people
Yeah,
don't
good luck with that.
you. And you
Dummy.
don't become a victim.
You know what? I'm gonna just
so I guess
ban
this
you,
is
bro.
just another example of God's plan in action. It was not a senseless act of violence.
Yeah, you-
This was God's plan. Happy.
So with Charlie Kirk getting shot, it's a good time to remind us that he is the one who said verbatim that gun deaths are worth it for to keep his gun rights. So
If you're not intelligent enough to just make a coherent argument, hey man, don't watch my channel, man. Just go to another liberal, dummy, low IQ channel and just comment there, your stupidity.
we don't take any guns from anybody because of this. He died a happy man.
I would say pour one out for Kirky boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
You know, I told myself I wasn't going to make this video, but I'm going to make it. You know, when Joe Biden was falling upstairs and falling downstairs and falling off of his bike and crapping his pants in public, in front of the Pope, no less.
Yes.
Sure, we poked a little bit of fun at him. because it was embarrassing for us as a country. And then when he was diagnosed with cancer,
that was not cool.
I don't remember seeing a single conservative Republican wishing him to be unalived.
Yep, that was not cool.
But yet, you fucking liberals try to assassinate our president when he was running for office again. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
More than that, actually.
And then you go after and assassinate this young man with a wife and 2 children simply because of his values and his religious beliefs. And also the fact that he was a shit-hot debater and you really stood no chance if you were on the opposing side with him. He was well-read, he was well-educated, he was self-educated.
That's what a lot of people don't understand about Charlie Kirk. He was self-educated, man. He didn't go to college. I think he was a college dropout. Didn't go to college. Look at the empire that he built. And this thing was just getting bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger. And that's what they hate. They hated Charlie because he was what they were supposed to be if they made the right decision.
He never went to college. He was just
and they hated him for that.
And he made something for himself. And in the last 20 minutes, I have seen nothing but hate and spew vomit come out of liberals' mouths all over social media. Elated and happy that Charlie was assassinated.
Yeah,
simply
that's
because
sad.
of his beliefs. Y'all just definitely opened up a can of worms you're going to wish to Christ that you freaking never even touched.
Gotta see, man. That we have to see.
I'm sick of this shit.
Hey guys, I'm feeling insane. I posted a minute-long clip of Charlie Kirk, a compilation video of him saying racist things and homophobic things and sexist things, and someone slid up on it and said he didn't say that, blah blah blah. You're jumping on the bandwagon. First of all, I've been on this bandwagon. This is not new for me.
There we go.
Second of all, what do you mean he didn't mean that? He said it over and over and over again. What?
Yeah, they need context, dummy. You need context for these things, right? I mean, I've been following Charlie Kirk for years now. And Charlie Kirk is just the most moderate, conservative, right at the line, typical Republican type of guy that you will ever encounter. I mean, I even think Ben Shapiro, he might be more right-wing than Charlie Kirk, and that's a lot. That's saying a lot. Position-wise, I know a lot of you guys might disagree with me on that regard, but that's fine. But he was just a typical Republican type of guy. That was him.
And I can't not speak about it right now because you're all shoving it in my face that
click the like button, guys.
He wasn't a good
that
person.
really helped. There's 74 of you watching. Like the just please press the like button.
Necessary. And they're children. These are children. These are people going to the movie theater. These are people going to school, going to the mall, and like he said that that's worth it.
Yeah,
and ever since I found out.
Yeah, he was pretty good, man. I agree, Bernard. I agree with you. He was a very nice guy, man. Very good dude, man. He was the perfect dude to just bring people to the right side of things.
The news.
He
I've
had
just
his
gotten
role.
More and more angry because it feels like the world is trying to gaslight us into thinking that. Like,
let me explain something about politics. People don't understand this. If you want to get stuff done, if you really want to pull the country one side, right? You need some kind of transitions. If you see somebody that's in the left side of things, you need to go to the moderate position, the moderate right position, the right position, and the extreme right position. You need all that information. You cannot go from extreme right to extreme left to extreme right. It doesn't work like that, guys. Charlie Kirk has his role. His role was to right down the line conservative position. That's it. That's it. Baseball say, I don't believe the Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake, like Charlie Kirk, and I don't think most people do either. But things like this are never the answer. Meaning what, baseball? I do think the Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake.
We need to feel bad for him. But I've been fighting for this to not happen.
Yeah, they can't. They can't.
I've been saying this shouldn't happen to anyone. And he, who has been saying the exact opposite, he now dies, and I have to feel bad for him. It's just crazy. He wouldn't feel bad for me. He wouldn't feel bad if I died.
Why? That's a projection, see? That's literally projection right here. She doesn't know that. See, she does not know that. But the only reason she's getting to that conclusion because that's how she feels, guys.
That's crazy, man.
These videos should be a reminder to everybody that these are the people who are voting in your country, and next time take the things that you believe in more serious. They really do not care about you, and not only do they not care about you, they completely
press the like
hate
button.
you, and they're showing that.
So the left is too violent, huh?
Okay.
The left pushes it too
yo,
far.
what the
Why
hell?
don't you tell that to Donald Trump, who just declared war on the entire left? War.
What the hell am I watching here?
Declared war. But no, we're the violent ones.
Ooh.
Do you hear how stupid you people are?
Whoa.
Do you really think you aren't the problem? Do you really think you aren't the issue? Asking me to mourn Charlie Kirk's death is like asking someone who's a victim of SA to mourn the person who SA'd them. He's my oppressor. The things he said directly affect my life. He incites violence with his words. And him being gone means a lot less people have a lot less rhetoric to throw at me when they threaten my life while I'm at work or in public or at a movie theater with my family. So no, I don't care. Screw Charlie Kirk. Cry about it. I'm not going to.
What the hell, man?
And if Donald Trump really wants to declare war on all the left, and you guys want to be part of it, buddy, I don't do guns. I like to watch people. I like to watch people and enjoy it, yeah. I like to see the light leave your eyes.
What?
Maybe then you'll think. Maybe then you'll consider that you were always the problem.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Yo. Man, I'm just holding myself here, bro. He's saying the problem that you go and see the fan in the back. He has damn toy just hanging. I mean, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the he, she on the right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Post my video for inciting violence. Why don't you arrest your pedophile president for inciting violence against half the nation? Next time, they better not just hit his ear. Next time, they better move it a little bit more to the right. Because right is right, right?
Nah, man, we ready for it. Nah, we ready. I mean, this dude is, you mean, who you talking
These
about,
people
Burner?
just make
That
up
dude?
things in their head, and I can understand why they make up the fact that they can change their gender when it's just all fairy tale mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, this is, again, you guys, I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below for the original content creator. He did a very good job with the compilations. I'm just trying to just get these people.
Daughter got raped. She would have to go through with the pregnancy. So I don't care that he got shot.
Oh.
If you said something deplorable like that, then yeah, someone would probably shoot you.
I could say something that somebody could think is horrible, and you think that it's justified that I get shot?
If he openly is okay with his daughter going through with the pregnancy, if she was, then I don't care that he got shot. Exactly, it doesn't affect me, so I don't care.
Yeah. Ugh.
Because that's a disgusting thing for him to say. So if he were to say something like that, it's literally like, it makes perfect sense that he got. because he's a terrible, disgusting human being. Like, you can't just go around saying terrible, disgusting things and... No, not... Because you can, like, go to jail for some things you can say. So I guess there's not freedom of speech in some terms. That you're gonna, like, fight someone or hurt someone or make a threat. Like, that's not freedom.
I guess we're talking about Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, very good. Seneca is very good. Greek philosophy, but read the Psalms, Isaiah in the Bible. That will help you.
Of speech.
It's very masculine. The Bible is very masculine, man. It's very stoicism. There's a lot of stoicism. I think it has to do with the influence of Greeks back then. It has a lot of influence of the Greek mythology.
To the people that were on the opposite of Lincoln's side, they thought that he was saying deplorable and disgusting things, so that's why he got shot. If you say horrible, disgusting things to some people, they're gonna take that and they're gonna do something about it. Like, I just can't feel bad for someone like him. I just can't. At all.
So if someone doesn't agree with someone else and they say something horrible, they deserve to be shot.
I don't think you understand how bad Charlie Kirk is as a human being. Like, he doesn't just say things that hurts people's feelings. He says things that are genuinely damaging
100%
to people and
agree with you 100%.
his family, and like saying that he would be okay. Like, I just genuinely can't get.
Yeah, the 19th was a huge mistake, man. It's simply guys trying to get laid. That's what it was.
Over the fact that he would be okay with his.
And they were having problem with mama
going through a pregnancy if she got. Like, I just can't. So I don't care, because if he would put that on his daughter, then I don't care what anyone puts on him. I just don't care. He's a bad person. He's done more than horrible things than just that. I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but I just genuinely do not care about him. And it doesn't affect me personally that he said that about his daughter, but it affects how people who look up to him will see the world and be like, oh, okay, so if he thinks that's okay, then I guess it's okay. So no, I don't care that he got shot. I don't think people like that should be on this earth, honestly.
Whoa.
A lot of people that think that people that have nose piercings should be on this planet. Should be shot.
That's not even in comparison to at all what I'm saying right now.
No, it could be the same argument. Now at this point, we are right. No. Let's keep it there. Let's just keep it there. We are in this territory, subjective territory, guys. By the way, at this point, we are here. Why not? That's the argument. Why not?
Like, at all. Okay, that's your opinion. Well, I mean, Dad, you brought it up. You said, did you hear Charlie Kirk?
Good. I'm glad that you went back to church. Hopefully you go back to church. I've been going to church for the last 2 or 3 years. I started going, more consistently in the last month and a half, because I got my car. I can go with my family and everything. Yeah, I know it's boring. It could be boring, but that routines are boring, right? And this type of spirituality, the concept of spirituality is boring, guys. It should be a boring it should not be complicated. It should be a very boring routine where you can just simply go through it easily.
I genuinely
you should not complicate it. Make this thing complicated. But I'm glad that you're getting that inspiration.
Well, then don't ask me questions that you know I'm not gonna. Well, you.
I didn't think you would respond like an absolute awful response. I thought you were more civil than that. That's super disappointing.
Okay.
There we go. There you go. Yeah, there's a demon right there.
Okay.
I'm not too sure as to why you as her father are confused.
Yeah, that's I don't know why you even with that woman to begin with. That's your mistake.
Closing the windows, turning out the lights, locking the door, doing it. I get us all set up, and then I realize, like, this isn't a drill. This isn't a drill. 8 months pregnant, I am pushing the wardrobe in front of the door. I'm going through either my wardrobe or my drawer at the time and getting out a hammer. The kids are getting anxious because they see me actually doing things that we don't do during a drill. And we were only in lockdown for 3, 4, 5 minutes, not long. But that will stick with me. And when we came out of lockdown, one of my students said, they were like, the whole time I really just wanted you to come and hide with us.
Yeah,
I
thank you so much,
didn't want
man.
you to stand there. I didn't want you to get hurt. I was scared for you and your baby. I was so scared. And had something happened to me that day, had something happened to my baby, had something happened to my babies in my classroom, there's a certain man who would have said that there were unfortunate prices to pay for certain freedoms. And he would be making money, big bucks, going around saying that our lives are unfortunate prices to pay. So, miss me with how sad I'm supposed to be about something that happened yesterday.
And demons, man.
Miss me with that. I will save my tears, my grief, and my anger for the actual children and educators.
Yeah, but at the same time, I can guarantee you like to abort babies too. It's just these people just hold a double standard when it comes down to stuff like this, guys. They just simply hold a double standard. We're gonna react to some people getting fired. Let's go.
Another one bites the dust. The cancellation of Democrats in progress. This is how you defeat them.
Fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my fucking job. Now I
Damn.
have nothing but this. I have nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore.
What the hell? Whoa, 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 let's chill. Chill. Chill, man. He has nothing anymore, he said. Okay. You have to relax. Chill.
Concerned men with cherry biome Canadian into cherry. Where is cherry?
Oh my god.
You know what's crazy about this? The point is that this person just put the phone on the corner and then started recording this. You see what I'm saying? We are at this. This is our current political situation. Nihilistic, a bunch of narcissist people really getting reaction from other individuals, and they like it, I guess. This person put and set up the phone before it crashed like this.
Gretchen Felker Mars Red Hood series at issue 1. No more issues are coming out. They're all canceled. Mrs. Grimley here thought that she could get away with mocking Charlie Kirk's death when his kids and his wife had to witness it. And, you know, she was talking her shit on Blue Sky. She then got banned on Blue Sky. And the conservative comic community decided they weren't letting that shit slide. They retweeted that shit and they got thousands and thousands of views. Everybody was reporting on this, so the silent treatment wasn't going to work from DC. So they just canceled the whole series after
Good,
issue
man. We
1.
don't need that.
This was supposed to be an ongoing series lasting at least 20 issues. We ain't getting none of that. And thank God, this book had horrible reviews. Nobody liked it. It's so funny because if Charlie Kirk was still alive, you would still have your job. Him dying is what made you lose your job. Which is absolutely pathetic because that's probably the least offensive thing she's ever done. This person defended 9/11. This person says she doesn't even view Israelis as civilians. This person has a grape fetish. This person also threatened to slit a woman's throat. All of that was way before she got this Red Hood series. But make no mistake, DC did not fire her because she's a bad person and they don't want people like this working for them. They fired her because people was on her ass and it was way too big to ignore. So if just one positive thing came out of Charlie Kirk's passing, it's that we don't gotta read this shit anymore. I wish we could get her reaction to this, bro, but we can't because she got panned off of Blue Sky.
Thousands of people have gone online celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and many of them are now losing their jobs. Many of the people you've seen cheering on the passing of Charlie Kirk started with this man who just moments after Charlie Kirk was struck.
I cannot even believe how in the hell you even have the capacity or the brain power or the belief system to make this. Okay, I just don't get it.
Right in front of him was cheering on video that Charlie Kirk was hit. Then you have this woman who was a nurse going on TikTok celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and now people have found out where she works and are talking to her employers. This man who wrote this entire statement here is actually in the military, and people have already alerted Pete Hegseth, who is essentially this man's boss, and will probably be trying to do something about it. You have another woman who is a 2nd and 3rd grade teacher's aide who was posting about that she wished she would have heard of another obituary talking about Donald Trump, but instead she would settle for Charlie Kirk. And this man, probably the most prominent person to be fired after their comments
he didn't wait.
Kirk
He didn't
was
wait.
Matthew Dowd, who was actually working at MSNBC and went on air saying some absolutely terrible things. But more and more of these videos are coming out, and more of these people are going to be losing their jobs.
Okay, little update on the captain who left this post right here. He's been fired.
Good. Good.
He's been relieved of his duties. I don't know what his duties were. He's under investigation, and I don't take any pleasure in saying that, number one. And number two, you guys stop DMing him. His account's gone. He went from public to private to deleted. You can't even find the account. Stop calling his command. Stop attacking this guy. Trust me, he's feeling the full weight of it now. He is, and so I'm just telling you, if you're on my page, if you love me, that means you love everybody. That's right, even the captain. Sir, I love you. All right, just sit down, calm down, call some friends, get your support network going. I'm being serious, you guys. I mean, that thing went all the way up. And don't take any pleasure in that. 23 years in the Marine Corps, I never took pleasure on seeing somebody get in trouble. Not seriously, not one time. So, you know, I do believe in accountability, but I feel bad at the same time, as weird as that may sound. But, you know, we got to take our medicine. It's just what it is.
I mean, listen. I'm not. See, this is not the time for that. This is time for telling. Hey, this person need accountability, and it's getting accountability. That's it. Just leave it like that. Don't make it disqualifier. Just keep it like that.
Got to take our medicine. We can't be posting stuff like that. I wish we would stop doing it. You know, I got videos after this I'm gonna do, and that's a big reason why I post the way that I do. A lot of people would just be like, oh, you know, you're doing for clicks and likes, or they call me a racist. One guy called me a white nationalist the day before yesterday. It's like, I don't even know what that is, dude. You know, I want service members to learn that this shit ain't funny, it ain't cool. Careers are being ended. Matter of fact, drop a comment if you know of somebody who has lost their career over social media. And I don't like seeing service members get in trouble, okay? And I just think there's these trends and this stuff with Charlie Kirk, and we're all in our feelings and emotions, and we just hit post. Dude, you're on active duty. You're going to lose 10 out of 10 times. That thing went all the way up today. But like I said, I don't take any pleasure in saying that. I don't. And, sir, I'm here for you. Seriously. You can call me up, cuss me out if you want. I love you. Love you. You know, and I hope that you're doing okay. And you guys can say I'm fake for saying that, but listen, these are teachable moments, you guys. We can't post like that, and that's what it is, okay? So drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think.
Hi, my name is
I don't know about that.
I like going on the internet and finding people who like to make fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and I let their employers know what they're up to online. And we got 7 more confirmed fires. But before we get into this, I want to make sure everybody completely understands what I'm doing here. This is absolutely not political for me. This is not a political thing. It is a moral thing.
And he has to make that statement because he don't want no lawsuits just coming to his ass, right? So
I really
that's
don't care who
another
you decide to vote for, or really care what your beliefs are. That is your decision as an American. But what we should all agree on is what happened to Charlie Kirk was absolutely disgusting and deplorable. And it shouldn't be the butt end of the joke or mocked. And that brings me to my last point before we get into this list. I have been getting tagged literally in thousands of videos. And some of these videos that you guys are tagging me in, I might not like or agree with, but they didn't really do anything wrong. Just because somebody doesn't like Charlie Kirk and they said, I don't feel anything for him passing, I don't care that he passed, that's not a bad thing. That's not them making fun of Charlie Kirk. They are allowed not to like Charlie Kirk. They are allowed to feel absolutely nothing about his passing. And those people, I never give a second look because they're allowed to have those feelings. But anyway, let's get into it. Lucas from Wisconsin, you're fired. Shelby from North Dakota, you've been fired. Mary from Louisiana, you've been fired. Shauna from California, fired. Andrea from California, fired. Franklin from New Jersey, terminated. And Deborah from Kansas. Yeah, your boss says you no longer work there.
And you know what's crazy? They're all over the country. This is a good example for this. They're all over the country. Not only California, not only in New York, not only in the big cities. These people are everywhere.
To all my new followers and supporters, I sincerely appreciate it. And I want to make it clear that I'm not going to these employers and demanding that these people get fired. These people are getting fired because the employer decides to let them go. All I do is being like, hey, just so you know, I saw this video that one of your employees put out, thought you might want to see it. And I do not contact the employer ever again. Whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or somebody in the middle, we can all agree that an innocent man's life was taken, and that is not funny. It's nothing to joke about.
Not funny at all,
Some
man.
of us
Not
may
funny.
not like what he said. Some of us may not believe in what he believes in or like his beliefs, but it doesn't warrant somebody taking his life. When is enough enough for us? When are we going to learn that we all come from different walks of life and there are many different beliefs out there and that that's okay? We don't always have to agree on things, but we also do not have to demonize or take the lives of people we do not share the same opinion with.
But I don't. This is the problem. I agree with the statement. The statement that he's saying is correct. It's the right thing to say. It's the correct thing to say. However, you have to recognize your enemy. You have to see your enemy and understand the enemy, that your enemy is not in the same place that you are. It's not. They're not in the same bracket. They're not in the same spiritual endeavor. They're not in the same moral system. They're not the same. We say these nice, juicy, sugary kind of words, but we have to call the enemy for what it is. They're not in the same category. They're not in the same kind of demographic. They're not.
So everybody,
so that's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work, guys.
Everybody that was celebrating the other night or the other day about the issue, I just had a phone call, and it was a good friend of mine, and she was bawling her eyes out, squalling. She has lost her job. She got fired. Somebody had sent a video of her in a open group room similar to what this app offers, and had her and a bunch of friends of hers celebrating what had happened.
There we go.
And they had, I guess, clipped it somehow, filmed it and sent it into her employer because they knew who she was. And the employer has terminated her for her words, even though that's part of our freedom of speech. Like, how far else is it going to go? And now they have blackballed her on that. And then you're reading these politicians are talking about, you got to remember the right's in power right now. So talking about, free speech as in celebratory of hate crimes and things like that can start to be prosecuted. Actions taken as you losing your employment, being blackballed against, everything on social media, because they don't just have your email address. These people have your IP address. These people have the information from your device. You have a GUI number on that device as well. And so they know. That's why if you get a verification, if you go log into a different account from another computer, they give you that double step of verification. They know which device you're on. So
they're always tracking.
All that stuff's got to do is get subpoenaed or somebody filming stuff. So she lost her job for making fun of what happened the other day. And so guys, you got to be careful.
They have to. That's a great baseball. That's a great statement. I think that they have to. Will more 30-something step out to the plate and start debating teenagers? They're not teenagers. They're adults. Baseball. They're not teenagers. They're adults. If you're at 18 above, because they look teenager doesn't mean they are teenagers. That means that they haven't just gone through the correct process of just growing. They're just simply adults that need a little bit of pain, I will say. But they're adults. And because they're adults, they need to be responsible.
Be careful what you do. Got to be careful what you say, because there are, unfortunately, consequences, just like what they were talking about. So take it what you will. Take the video how you will. Just be mindful that this person had lost her job because of her reaction to what happened. Y'all have a blessed day. I hope we can all just get past this, come united, and maybe, move forward in a healing process. RIP to Charlie, his family, prayers. That's all I got.
People are getting fired en masse today. I just spent about 3 minutes just going on social media, and I already found 3. But this is not the This is not the end. This is just the beginning, and people are tired of it. Even people on the left are tired of it. They're tired of seeing people canceled because you don't agree with their political beliefs, because they voted for a man you don't like, and they are definitely absolutely fed up and tired of the violence. If you are somebody publicly celebrating a man with a family who is your fellow American because of him losing his life in such a brutal way, you need to take such a good, long, hard look in the mirror. I don't even know what to say to you. But what is wild are how many people who have their full names on social media, who are teachers, who are nurses, who are social workers, who are firefighters, public servants, a serving military person, and they are so comfortable putting this stuff out. I'm telling you right now, I'm just telling you the news and what's happening, what I'm seeing on social media. You are being shared. People are finding out where you work, and they're complaining to your employees. So the Carolina Panthers have just let go of one of their marketing employees over a post that he made on social media. That's crazy, man. Basically saying that Charlie deserved what happened to him, and putting his post. That's crazy, man. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff like this, man. A lot of stuff like that. It's funny how people. And the thing is that these people are just normal folks. They're just simply in your school. They're in your colleges. They're in the police station. They're as a firefighter. They're your nurses. They're everything. They're everywhere.
I think it's funny how people are losing their jobs because they're celebrating someone's death. You can't be evil and employed.
Kelly Keegan here is a school nurse for the Eastern Area School District. She is being investigated now, and I don't care. Still continue to call and let them know that she needs to be fired. Yeah. But from what I've seen,
because when they say, we're investigating just to let things just, pass.
Article, they're giving her the choice.
Yeah, see?
Tomorrow morning. Either step down and go your separate ways, or you will be fired and there will be consequences. But you want my honest opinion? She doesn't deserve a choice.
Yeah.
She doesn't. So you should have thought about that before you got on here and said the things that you said about Charlie, his wife, and his kids. Especially when you're a school nurse, someone that's supposed to protect kids. See, Kelly, I'm not the only one that's left voicemails. Thousands have already left voicemails. So I promise you, without a doubt, tomorrow morning, whether you step down or not, you will not be employed at the Eastern Area School District. Period.
He was a monster, and his wife and kids are better off without him, as is the rest of the world. Hopefully her next partner will respect women and children. What? Yeah,
that's crazy. That's out there. That's out there.
Hey, dumbass. If you're gonna make a video making fun of Charlie Kirk after being murdered and then post it, being stupid enough to film it in your own classroom, maybe edit out the lanyard with your school's name on it in the background. TikTok, do your thing. I want a pink slip on this host desk by Monday.
This is not a teacher at our school. She is a substitute, and she has been banned from returning. She's in Jacksonville, Florida, where the governor said teachers who do what she did will not teach in Florida. She's already had her license pulled for the entire state.
Wow, see, this is what we need to do. See, this is what we need to do. Be aggressive. See, we don't have to just go in violence. We don't need all that stuff. We need to do this. We need to just become good Christians, but hold people accountable. The hippie Christian stuff doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. We need to take action. We take action by doing this. This is what we need to do. Dang, almost 1,000 people. That's crazy.
So that lady, she wanted to be a teacher. She was working as a substitute. She probably went to school for
Shout out to Poor Man Podcast, man. He has very good stuff.
30,000 submissions of people who mocked Charlie Kirk's death on social media.
Frina, I saw the video you made.
Fired.
Good morning, all. This is a post for Miss Megan Frina. I saw the video you made. Class act, by the way. Let's check it out.
Let's all join hands and bow our heads in thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk.
Could just be me, but who knows? But mocking the death of a man with 2 children and a wife doesn't seem too family oriented, which seems to be the whole shtick that your husband's electrical company is based on. I believe it's called Evolution Electrical out of Oceanside, California. Am I right? And here's where a guy gets curious. As I'm
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm jealous, and my wife, my cat, is laughing at me.
blue color myself. Let's see what that smug little smile got you guys. Ooh.
I don't understand your comment, man.
Thoughts and prayers
Oh,
for
lady,
your
I don't know.
everlasting slow season. Good job.
This is Justice for Charlie Kirk. Say hello to Marissa Rodriguez from Deer Park, Texas. And just in case you're wondering what wise words she had to say, watch this.
And may you have the day you deserve.
Yo.
Some of us already have.
Yo. Yo.
If only I could find information as to who you are, because one of the individuals that commented on that post thought you were Melissa Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
Until I seen this on Twitter. Marissa Rodriguez.
Okay.
Same tag, same everything. Just a lot younger in 2015.
Okay.
And the reason why I know that is you, because you obviously don't look the same, is because you're wearing those exact glasses.
The crazy glasses.
One video earlier.
Crazy glasses, bro. These are crazy glasses, and they do that just to cover. And we can talk in the future about feminism too. We're gonna do that. But those are the glasses just to cover their age, right? The wrinkles, stuff like that, and that way you cannot tell whether they're, you know, you supposedly you can't tell their age, but we can. But they do it to cover their insecurities.
Than the demonic laugh video that I'm referring to. Crazy how even after you and your husband's business, which I had to verify if that was really your husband, and it was, because you also had a picture of him on your TikTok. What would we do? I mean, if I could just find the address to where you work, at least for the time being. If only there was a number available for us to make calls and to demand your employment be terminated. I wish no physical harm to individuals like you. That's your game. Our game? We are the voice of the Charlie Kirks today. This is the Justice for Charlie.
Good job, man. Good job. That's what we need to do.
Every every Democrat, every individual that spews what you spew meets the consequences that you deserve. But don't worry. We'll send you our thoughts and prayers. And if you haven't...
Yeah, you need... the trick about the mustache, you have to keep brushing it, though. Brushing it. You always brushing it going up. I don't have my brush here. But usually what I do is just keep brushing it, right? And then right at the end, I start, playing with it. Right at the end. But you have to keep brushing it up.
Smash that.
You'll be all right.
Make sure you do, because there's going to be a long, well-deserved ride for people.
You'll be okay, man.
And one more time, thank you for everyone that's been sewing into this to help keep us.
And you have to put oil and a lot of moisture.
Thank you so much.
Massage.
But it's worth it, especially after these businesses confirm that these individuals that we're reporting are no longer part of their employees. Thank you.
Liberal woman breaks down in tears after her friends shamed her for celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
Okay. Wow.
A few moments later.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different
This lady, please.
from me, and I thought.
Hey, man, thanks so much for the support, bro.
We were the type of friends who.
Yeah, we need to bring some of those, old school 19th century or early 20th century kind of mustache style, like I think that convey elegance.
Live together someday after college.
Thank you so much, baby.
Like, stay in touch no matter what. And I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life.
The face piercings and specifically the septum piercing.
It's all together.
Is completely undefeated at this point.
Yeah, I think, and the theory is correct. Yeah, you're right, baby. it's basically, it tells you everything that you really need to know. Beyond that, you're just hurting yourself at that point.
Different occasions. And
every time. It's every time.
I just don't know if I can continue being friends with them.
You can. They don't want to be friends with you.
I just don't know.
She doesn't know, y'all.
I dropped out of school for these people.
Oh, okay.
I started homeschooling because of these people.
Oh.
And I don't know what I'm going to do because we go to such a small school together.
You messed up big time. That's what happened.
And I don't know how I'm going to be able to face them. These people are my whole life. I don't know how I'm going to be able to avoid them.
These women are just being psyopted at a level we've just never seen before.
Yeah, the psyop. Yeah, and I mentioned that before. The psyop is real, man.
And I think they're being psyopted by an ideology that preys on the fact that women are more likely to be paranoid, they're more likely to be anxious, and they're more likely to be depressed. And I think when you teach these young women, of course, that everything is against them, it feels empowering, or it gives you something to blame for all of your issues. So that's nice. And because you're taught it at every turn, you're taught it in school, you're taught it all the way in the media and all the movies and all the music that you listen to, because it's taught everywhere to you, it's easy to consume and easy to...
I don't know what meme you're talking about. I like the memes with the bright hairs and nature's warn us of predator with bright color. I don't know what you're talking about.
But what it takes from you and what it makes you is super anxious, because you believe that everybody is out to get you. And when you look at these statistics about
super cringy, baby, you're right.
Rates of happiness and their rates of being on antidepressants, and you look at their rates of being anxious and on anti-anxiety medications, we actually have an issue in this country. These young ladies are being psyopted. These women are being psyoped.
It's the correct word, yeah.
Becoming an enemy of themselves and to becoming paranoid. There's a political party that gets a lot of votes out of these women being paranoid, but I think in the long run, in terms of their mental health, you can see the effects that it's starting to have.
It's not going to help in the long run, guys.
Yeah. I don't care if you think that this is my own fault for being the person to blow up these relationships, because everything that they say makes me feel like such a shit person. And I can't have that in my life. Not anymore. Okay, I used to not respect myself to cut people out of my life for things like this, but now I do. Now I respect myself enough to not want to feel like this.
You know, you don't have to cut them off. Maybe you could reflect on their criticism. If you've gotten along with them up until now, and because of their criticism you feel like you have to cut them off, you could just reflect on their criticism and try to be a better person in that way, and then maybe you don't have to cut them off. Maybe they're not all wrong in this instance.
What about apologizing? Just apologize, man. Just go to these friends and say, you know what? I think I went a little bit overboard. I think, you know, I'm gonna take accountability. You know, but it's not gonna happen. You know why it's not gonna happen? Because accountability is simply a kryptonite for the modern female. So it's not gonna happen.
I'm just really glad Charlie Kirk just got himself fucking shot, because he's right. Empathy is dangerous to society. So no one should give a fuck that he's dead.
Okay. All right.
He said it.
All right.
I'm just saying his words. All I'm doing is using his words. You can't be mad at me for using his words.
I guess so.
Empathy is a new wave thing and is very problematic. You right. No empathy for you.
Hey guys, I haven't made videos like this, but I just got let go from the University of Florida as an employee. They didn't tell me why.
Yeah, the glasses. Yeah.
There's all sorts of things I have to do now. But in the meantime, while I'm looking for a new job, there will be some more sim racing content, it looks like, and possibly even more Japanese content while I go to class. Stay tuned.
Growing calls to vacate his seat. Can you understand why they are calling for you to step down and asking you to resign?
I understand why they're saying that, but that's not something that I'm going to do.
Village of Palmetto Bay Council member Steve.
Typical boomer, huh? Typical boomer. Typical boomer. It's like the first Peter Pan. I don't understand. How is it that you're our older generation and people are lacking giving you respect? Like, people don't want to give you respect. Your generation clearly is doing something wrong. Clearly, people don't want to even respect you.
Cody says he's not going anywhere after the mayor put out a statement Thursday calling for him to step down. Cody is under fire over a social media post he made about the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Oh shoot!
Deleted his post, but
thank God
wrote,
it didn't show it.
Charlie
Oh my
Kirk
God, I
is
was
a
scared.
fitting sacrifice to our lords, Smith and Wesson. Hallowed be their names.
Wow.
The comment was over a graphic of the activist's 2023 remarks that it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year for Second Amendment rights. Why did you make the post?
It was
Stupid, bro. Say it.
Cody made a new post Thursday titled, "I screwed up."
I regret because it was insensitive. I do think that there's a certain bit of irony in it, but it caused a lot of pain for people I know and people that I respect.
Several leaders and lawmakers are also weighing in on Cody's post and calling on him to resign. Cody says if he could go back, he'd do things differently.
I regret it, but
because they probably tell you, bro, you better just go to the cameras because we are about to get sued badly.
You know, the best I can do is to apologize to those who I've hurt.
Correct. Yeah, you're right.
Vow to go forward.
They only start when they get caught.
Behave differently from this point on.
Episode 2 of Let's Make These People Famous for the vile comments they have made about Charlie Kirk's unaliving. I don't care what political party you are a part of, this is never okay. We have a lot of these, so buckle up. This is Melissa Cook, and she made this vile comment here saying he is a terrible human being. Terrible. I do not wish blank on anyone, but him not being here is a blessing.
He, him?
For the
what?
school district right here, CCSD Panthers. They have made this
Can you guys really believe this dummy saying but he, him? Really? This old Generation X boomer almost lady saying these pronouns? Do you guys really believe her? Is she just want to be part of the cool kids? I was gonna say a word. I'm not gonna say it because YouTube might be playing games. But this is so telling. It's like people don't want to grow up.
Is a blessing. She works for this school district right here, CCSD Panthers. They have made this statement addressing it, but nothing has yet to be done about this woman. Pause to read. This woman right here is Stasia Sumter. She allegedly works for the Knoxville Community School District, specifically at West Elementary. She is a special education teacher, and this is her profile. She made this comment here saying, I normally would say till I see you again. So since I never wish to see you again, to you, I say goodbye.
Oh
they
my
made this
God.
comment here saying, bye-bye, a-hole. This is Zachary Stewart. He is the assistant director of
This
admissions.
is crazy
at
stuff, man. I'm
Hampshire
telling you.
College. And they have actually made a comment about what he has said, just saying that his comment does not reflect their values. He said, I'll say this once about Charlie Kirk. The man was not going to say all of those words. I will never mourn the loss of a man like that, ever. The only people I feel bad for is his children, simply because they will have to reckon with the kind of person he was. He was a horrendous human being. To be honest, I can't.
And understand that those are the people that we are currently just facing. People don't understand that when Christians have to understand what kind of enemy we're just dealing with. You're dealing with people that don't even, they believe that our own religion is just a joke. It's just a joke. At some point, we have to recognize our enemy and just confront it as such. And really buckle up, man. Metaphorically, of course. Remember what they taught us in school? If you have nothing nice to say, then don't say it. Correct, baby.
Say his name. I think it's Whiny Bullock. He made this comment today saying, America became greater today. There, I said it. He allegedly works for the Greenville County Schools. They have yet to make a statement about his comment. This is Gerald Burgett, I think. He is the lead writer for Suns the Phoenix Sports. And they have made a comment we'll look at, but he said, truly, I don't care if you think it's insensitive or poor timing or decline to respect an evil man who died. Too many of you are more concerned about being polite and appearing to be good people rather than showing some backbone and standing on principle to condemn hate. He also made these two comments here. Pause to read them. Phoenix Sports says, we have addressed this matter and with the individual and made the decision to part ways. There is a lot more where this came from, so stay tuned for part 3.
Hi, my name is Quinn Pratt, and I like going on the internet finding people who are making fun of Charlie Kirk's death and reporting them to their employers. And sometimes they get fired. And today, we got 10 people. And once again, I'm going to remind you this has nothing to do with politics, just morals. Some of these are from my individual effort, and some of these, other people got involved. Big shout out to everybody who helped me. All right, let's get into it. Justine from New Mexico, you're fired. Claire from Massachusetts, you're fired. Leroy from Illinois, fired. And Blair from Minnesota,
That is so
you've
funny.
been fired. Cameron from Washington State, fired. Ivan from Texas, fired. And then we got Sydney from New York, terminated. Maria from Tennessee, fired. Destiny from Texas, fired. Amy from Colorado, terminated. And Gina from Rhode Island, fired. Now, there are some people on the internet who do not like what I'm doing, even as going as far as sending me threats of violence.
Yeah, they're doing it. Of course they're going to do it. See, they did it to Charlie. What makes you think they're not going to do it to you? What makes you think they're not going to do it to you?
Exactly because of that behavior, why you can't hold a job, why you are a despicable human being. Employers do not want to employ disgusting, vile people like you. Because once again, I don't do anything. All I do is I take your video that you made publicly, that you hoped everybody saw, and I made sure your employer saw it. That's all I do.
Yes, I'm in my bathrobe. It's been a long 24 hours of me not sleeping and doing this work. We went from, 15 the last time I did names to 278 currently.
Wow.
We also have 2 businesses that are in the beginning of going under. And then we have 3 people in the UK that we had arrested. Because over there, they took their guns away, and then if you say anything mean or not nice on social media, you don't just lose your job, you go to jail for free. Now, instead of just listing a bunch of names, because it would literally take forever, maybe I'll do a couple after this. Here's the thing I want everybody to keep in mind. If you have an anonymous profile, especially on TikTok, and you think you can say that and you won't be found, you're very wrong, and here's why. Most social media apps do data mining, and they'll take your data and they'll sell it anonymously to businesses and stuff like that. Fine.
Yeah, and they do that, and especially when you get thank you, baby. Oh, that's my wife. Thank you, baby.
TikTok, and you may not know this, literally copies pretty much everything on your phone. Photos, text conversations, DMs, everything. Your GPS data, your location of where your house is, where you work, everything. And there's a site on the dark web where you can punch in anybody's fucking username and literally get all their data. It does cost money, but good thing I don't have to worry about that because I have enough to do this. And there's nothing you can do because you legally agreed to it in the terms of service with their verbiage. And TikTok's the one that's fucking selling these anyways. As long as I don't dox you or take, physical harm to you, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I paid for that data. It's mine now. I own your phone. It's mine. I like it a lot. Give me more phones, please. Let's go through a few of them. Caleb from Minnesota. You had an anonymous name. How's your job? Not so well. Natalie from Maine. You had an anonymous name. Not so good. Madeline from Connecticut. Madeline, sorry, I'm so bad with these names. You also had an anonymous name. And then here's just a few other people. Owen from Washington, fired. Lily from Oregon, fired. Juan from Massachusetts, fired. Victoria from New York, fired. Henry from Colorado, fired. Amelia from, I should be doing the fired part in the Trump voice. What the fuck am I doing? Henry from Colorado, fired. Get out of here, you're gone. Amelia from Hawaii, did I say that one already? I got too excited. Sebastian from Vermont, Zoe from Maryland, Miles, you're gone. You're not going miles with your job anymore now, are you? And you are from Rhode Island. Ella from Delaware, Levi from New Mexico, Scarlett from California. A lot of these are blue states. I have just noticed that from other people commenting.
But then you have the Texas, right? Then you have the curveballs, like the Texas here, some weird stuff, especially Texas and Austin, Dallas. They have a very high tech, not like a tech environment. In some of these places, I personally think that Texas need to just buckle up a little bit more and stop playing games, man. Texas need to buckle up, man.
Jason from Illinois, Grace from Michigan, and here's a couple. Wyatt from Texas, that's a red state, and Savannah from Florida. Wow, that's another red state. 3 people in various Europe countries, I almost said states, what a noob, have been not only fired from their jobs, but arrested. So
no way. Wow, arrested, bro. Arrested.
We just talked about this, but something that I've noticed from just scrolling on this database of over 30,000 people here is that a lot of the people on here, majority of the people on here, I'd say it's about a 70-30 split. 70% of the people on here are women, and I don't know what.
Isn't that funny? 70% of that. This is based on a Poor Man podcast. women. Isn't that funny, huh?
Is and why women seem to be so much more politically violent and okay and accepting of political violence, but this is obviously some form of extremism. I personally have a theory, and I've seen other people making theories on this topic too.
Please don't shoot me for saying this, but it has become impossible to deny that the vast majority of people screaming, "Yay, murder," at the news of the assassination of Charlie Kirk have been women. As a society, it's time we address the growing radicalization
There we go,
of young women
finally.
into dangerous far-left ideology. While for the majority of us it might be easy to dismiss these people as run-of-the-mill terrorist sympathizers, please remember that these are still our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our friends. These far-left zealots have been preying on our most vulnerable for far too long. So if any of you are actually able to de-radicalize one of these people, please share your story. I'm having a tough time doing it. Also, what were some of the far-left radicalization pipelines that you were able to observe? What were some of the warning signs we might have missed? By the time you talk to some of them, they seem way too far gone to be helped.
I'll be honest, controlling the social media that they're consuming, not only that, frame. If the man has not framed the family, not putting, you know, it's not putting the law right at the beginning, this thing will happen. You have to just, because of the social media aspect, you have to scan everything at this point. Men in the house, if you have family, you have to establish frame.
We have a theory that it's because women don't actually have to do the fighting. They'll never
Exactly.
have to deal with the violence that comes from
So they go extreme. That's a good point.
Outside of losing men that they're close to, because they don't really value men as much, because that's what they've been taught. They're weaponizing weak men to go do their bidding for them.
Oh, that's a good point.
They're cheering these weak men on and killing people, political opponents, from their political ideology. As long as these weak men support their political ideology, they're cheering them on to kill people. And so you're just seeing on these, like if you look, you're going to see more women.
Women. Wow, that's crazy.
70-30 split, and I think that that's very troubling. The fact that there are so many women that are okay with promoting political violence, and I think it's because they are not the ones that have to fight the war or have to deal with the violence if it does come.
Meet Haley Curdell, a 911 dispatcher from Nashville, Tennessee. She has been put on unpaid leave due to her social media post. For some reason, Haley thought that this cartoon would be appropriate. This is a
that's
person
crazy.
that works in law enforcement. She's a 911 dispatcher. Well, she was. A lot of people on this app were making jokes about Charlie Kirk's assassination on social media. And today, they are waking up, finding out that they have no jobs and they have been fired or laid off. Well, what did you think was going to happen? Just because you don't agree with what somebody says does not mean that you should be doing stuff like this. It's disgusting. I hope they find the rest of the people that have been making jokes about the situation, and I hope they all lose their jobs. This is a sad world that we're living in.
Yeah, guys, it looks like the right ain't playing. These are all the
that's what I'm talking about. The being a more aggressive when it comes down to this. We cannot simply be praying. We have to be praying, and you know, make sure we have our angels in our back, and make sure we just move forward and just get the job done. This is how we do it. That's just what we do it, guys. 30,000. That seems like, man, that majority of women. It makes sense. It makes sense because females these females have no. They cannot control their own lives, so they want to control the outside of these things. We're gonna just end the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for the support, for everything. I'm gonna get some of these videos, just some of these streams. I'm gonna clip them. That way we can just do more live streams in the future. I love doing live streams. This is not a bad idea. But thank you so much for the support, guys. And